Here we go. Jed Corbinus here from jedcorbinus.com, and this is Talk Therapy, and I'm just going to keep talking. Today, it's day 2 of the 30-minute version, and it is so powerful, so that's why I just keep doing this. It is literally just talking yourself out of anything that you see. There's my ego right there, so bear with me on the first 10 minutes. You'll see, like, it literally is me just working through my ego right away, and it is just something that it just takes practice to get to the center, to get to your center. And this is just an awesome tool to help with anything that's going on in your life. And I just realized that I forgot to take my Adderall. So I'm going to turn around, which sucks because, you get to where you're going and you forget something, and then you have to turn around, and then go back and then experience that all over again. Maybe that's the lesson for today. Maybe that's the lesson, is maybe it's okay to take 2 steps forward and recognize that you take 1 step back, and that will happen, and that sucks sometimes, but how many times did I tell myself this morning, don't forget to take your Adderall, don't forget to take your Adderall, don't forget to take your Adderall. Well, here I am, and I forgot to take it, and I'm turning around. It is just beyond me that I do this. It happens, about once a week. So about 52 times a year, I forget to take my Adderall. And, that happens, and it sucks when it happens. But, so maybe that's what it is for me. Can you forget to do something 52 times a year and have it be okay? But, for the most part, the rest of the time of the year, you get it done, or whatever it is that you forgot to do, you just do it. But I don't know. I have no idea, and I love that I don't know what this means. And for the most part, I know that with there it is, right? That's my ego just going, okay, well, what can I say? What can I do? And I'm really working on just filling that gap of, I'm just going to shut that voice down, not have that voice, out and about and in me, and I'm just telling it to go away when I fill that gap of right? It's your ego, it is your thought process that you're just so worried that you might say the wrong thing, and it's just a little bit of an anxiety that it's okay, right? So within the first 5 to 10 minutes of any starting to talk out loud, that's pretty much what happens, unless you're really good and really, in tune with yourself, and you can talk from your center right away, maybe like an anchor behavior, right? You can just anchor and be in that moment. And I'm anchoring right now, and it's just it's just such a good feeling that you're rewiring your brain for so many different reasons, so many different things that it's just funny. It's just funny. Here I am, I'm going back, and Jessica she'll be like, what the hell, right? Like, what are you doing? And I'm gonna go, I don't know, I forgot to take my Adderall, and she'll roll her eyes, and I'll take my Adderall, and it'll be just fine, right? So I got out 15 minutes later than I usually do, but that'll happen, right? So that will happen. It's okay. I just got to keep moving, keep going. Driving and moving. So now it's going to be 5 minutes longer today, because then I'm going to hit stop, and then I can just keep recording and start all over again. But that's okay. I think that's what start the day over again, start this movement over again, start this pattern over again. Maybe that's what today is all about. So there it is. Just took it, and I was all right, and that'll happen. So that's what it is. A fresh start, right? Pattern interruption. I think that's what it is. So why do I forget to take my Adderall? Why do we forget to do things? Well, when we used to take the kids to daycare, I brought both kids to daycare. So what that meant was I would get them up, get them ready, right? Put their clothes on, get them something to eat, pour their milk, give them their vitamins, right? So right there, that point right there, when I would get their vitamins ready, I would take my Adderall, right? So, I don't take them to daycare anymore. They stay home. And what that means then is I don't get their vitamins ready. So just that little pattern interruption. It's not a bad interruption. It's just that little interruption in the pattern, little interruption in the day, that interrupted enough for me to now forget to take my Adderall quite a bit more often, because I don't go into that cabinet for my kids anymore. I shouldn't say the only reason, because I've been taking it for years, right? Like, it was way easier to remember to take it when there was an external source, and that's okay. That was pretty cool. Every day it was for them, right? But now I take it for me. I take it for me anyway, but I would reach into the cabinet first for them. And it seems as when we are doing things for other people, we remember to do things, right? But then when we have to remember it to do, when we have to remember to do it for ourselves, we forget to do it. Like, I could have very well just kept going to work and not even, see, there's my ego, right? And not worried about, okay, well, I'll be fine. I can just muddle through, and I can get it done, and I can get whatever I need done without my Adderall today. No, I chose to turn around and take care of myself first. I chose, right? That was me. I choose to take care of me first and turn around and get my Adderall, and then get back on the road, and then, go to work. But those little decisions, right? Those little decisions are huge. You just want to keep making those decisions. And man, it's very tough. What's going on today where my ego just still is just creeping in. It's like my ego just stays there. So I'm just going to keep telling myself that, it's going to go away. Go away, ego. Like, I am me, and I'm only listening to the side of me that literally wants to be heard and wants to be understood, versus the me that is basically just telling me you can't, you don't know how, and what are you going to do when that fails? And that's what we deal with all day. We deal with that voice. We deal with that voice that doesn't want us to go anywhere or do anything. And that's why I talk, that's why I do this talk therapy. That's why I talk out loud, and that's why you can evolve out loud. And it really is, Kyle Cease has got to figure it out, right? Along with, Larry Hockman in T3, right? So you combine those two together, boom, right? Like, you are successful. Like, that is the most powerful duo that I've ever experienced. And today is just a kind of a struggle to even get to this center, and that's okay. And I think that's what I'm going to recognize right now, is I don't even want to get to my center to get, like, quote unquote, to get to my center. It's more or less just getting the awareness, increasing my awareness of the struggle. So today's struggle is a new and fresh start after you've began, right? After you've started. Because I started out, and then I had to turn around, and then I started out again. And that is very common. That is very common. If we expect to get everything perfect on the first try, then our expectations, this would be no offense to anybody, but are way too high. Like, shoot for the moon, right? The whole shoot for the moon and if you miss, you land upon the stars. That's a pretty good quote, that's a pretty good saying, but in reality, it's going to take about, I don't know, let's just say 365 anything for you to get any kind of momentum going, right? And I understand that. I understand I brought up 365 for a reason, and that's just what has been laid into my heart heavy in a very light way. Because it just sits there, and at 365 what? Well, I'm still working on that for any kind of work that I'm doing. You need about a year, right? You need about 1 year to make yourself feel like you have made any kind of momentum. And if you haven't had any time, if you're 21 day this and 50 day that and 60 day that, and it's a year from now at least. Can you make some pretty drastic changes? Sure, but be ready to just completely shift that to go right back to where you were before. And I don't know where this is coming from. I know it's a complete topic changer, and it just shifted the whole conversation. But I don't know. It's more or less just this talk therapy, man. It can go wherever you want. You can talk however you want, for as long as you want, for as little as you want. And sometimes you don't even know how long it's been, and you have to look down, and it's 11 minutes and 34 seconds, which is funny because, I don't know. I don't know, and I love that I don't know what any of this means. We are so excited to be where we're at right now. I mean, I know you hear that all the time. Everybody hears that all the time. I'm so excited to be wherever you are. I'm so excited for you. Why not cut the bullshit and be like, you know what? I'm excited for me, right? Like, if a person joins your team, if a person joins anything, why not cut the bullshit and really, when you're like, I'm so excited for you. You are not, right? You're not. You're excited for you. And you're excited for what they can do for you. And then you're excited for what you can do for them. That's really what's happening, at least in my opinion. That's a big deal. If you can get to a place like that, because you can't tell me that anybody out there, like an employer, let's go with the corporate world, right? When you're getting hired to a job, they're like, I'm so excited for you. Man, they don't say that. They don't say I'm excited for you. They say they're happy for you, at most, right? But it's not, I'm so excited for you. It's more or less like, I'm excited for me. I'm excited for our company. Because you decided to come on board. And we're excited for what you can do for us. Why is that so different with anything else? When I talk to a client to be like, I'm excited for you. Why do I say that? I'm not really excited for them. I mean, I am, but, actually I'm not. I'm not excited for them. I'm excited for me, for what I get to do for them, what they're allowing me to do for them. That's really what it comes down to, is I'm excited for me because they're allowing me to help. That's a big deal. That's a big revelation right there. This is the first time ever saying this, and so when I say I'm excited for you, I'm not. Let's just get that out there. Let's just make that understood. I'm excited for your results, because if you actually do something different, if you actually, follow some kind of direction, some kind of consistency, some kind of pattern interruption for more than 60, 90, 180 days, then you will probably have some pretty good results. But that's only if you follow exactly a plan for, a lifetime. I'm not saying you have to cut out everything. Oh my gosh, I can't eat this and I can't eat that and I gotta work out 5 hours a day. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you gotta find enough interruptions in your patterns to get to where you want to go, get to where you want to be, And if you're going to see, there's my ego right there. If you're going to not do that, right, and then you're just going to blame me, and that's not okay, right? Like, it's not my fault that you're sitting on your ass eating that bag of chips and being all depressed. It's not my fault. Not at all. And that was an intentional pause right there to give you a moment to go, oh shit, now he's talking real. And this is my true center right here. Like, I am very nice, I am very humble, and I am very patient. But this is some pretty heavy stuff right now, in that I'm realizing that I'm not excited for you. I'm actually more, I don't know, well, let's just say it, I'm more pissed off when a person wants to start. You'd be like, great, another person who wants to start, good for you, next. Like, why do I gotta hold your hand? I don't have to hold your hand to have you work out. Like, those workout of the days are free, right? Like, anybody can access them. Start with number 1. Go to number 2. Go to number 3. Go to number 4. So what if you don't look good? So what if you don't feel good? Like, so what if you are tired? Those are first person problems. Do you got a roof over your head? Do you know where your next meal is coming? Let's think about that. Let's go to third world problem. They don't worry about trying to work out and trying to be healthy every day. How about try to survive every day, right? That is just nuts to me. If a person is like, oh my gosh, I can't work out, or I'm so unhappy. Like, I know there's way more layers to that, and I'm completely aware of that. It's just today, this is what's laying out on here. This is what's coming out. This is literally what's coming out today. Am I more sympathetic and more empathetic and all that? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's just being aware. My level of awareness, and that's what this is, a lot of talk therapy. This is helping me so much today, because I am not excited for you. Just know that. I'm excited for me. And the reason I'm so excited is for me is because when a person really goes, okay, cool, I'm going to follow what Jed says. Sweet, I'm going to do it. That is what I'm excited for. I am excited for the fact that you are allowing me to help. That you are allowing me to interrupt your patterns. That you are allowing me into your home. You're allowing me into your mind. That is what I'm excited for. And for me to say I'm excited for you, that'd be a straight up lie. And I'm really realizing that. Because I'm not excited for you. The level of excitement that I could ever have for you is nothing compared to what you would have for yourself. Excuse me. Right? The level of excitement that I would ever have for you is nothing compared to the level of excitement that you can have for yourself. So I cannot be excited for you. You have to be excited for yourself. So I think today I'm done saying I'm excited. Like, I'm done saying I'm excited for you, because that just sounds so sales pitchy that why would I say it to people? Yeah. I'm making that one done myself. Like, I'm done saying I'm excited for you, because I don't like it when somebody says that to me, because at that point, then I just feel like I got sold. Like, oh yeah, the transaction of whatever agreement that you came up with, whether it's money, whether it's services, whatever, bartering, whatever, right? But if it is at that point where you're all done and you're, all done with this transaction of whatever you agreed upon, and the other person says, I'm so excited for you, you're going, damn it, did I just get sold? Because, no, you're not excited for me. You are excited for yourself, for what the other person can do for you. And that's just reality. That's just truth. Like, if anybody said, well, no, Jed, I am truly excited for that person. Shut up. Don't bullshit me. That is just this. Wow, this is really cool. This is literally just some awesome truth coming out. Like, if I would have talked 20 minutes ago, I would have never imagined I would get right here, just because, just talking out loud is just such a big deal of evolution. You get to evolve. Like, you're talking, when you talk, your brain takes it as truth. When you think about it, it takes a long time for that brain, for your mind, to take it in as truth. So I'm just jacked. Like, I'm just really excited. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for me because it is. Like, I'm excited for me to understand and love what I am allowed to do every day. And I'm grateful for what I'm allowed to do every day. So the whole excitement is just hilarious. It's just so many. I'm so excited for you. Shut your mouth is the first thing that I would like to say to anybody who says, I'm so excited for you. Shut it. I don't want to hear it. Be true to yourself and say, I'm so excited for me, for what you're allowing me to do. Right? And then you can say, I hope, right? That could be something. Where you could say, I hope you're excited and ready and able and awesome. And, I hope that you're ready to go. I hope you're excited and wanting to do this. I hope you're truthful. I hope, right? That's all I can do is hope. And have faith that the right people are in my life at the right time. And I believe I'm there, right? Like, I really do. I believe I am there. And I'm at the right place at the right time. That'll happen. Like, it just takes a lot of practice, a lot of flexing of the muscle, a lot of creative juices flowing, right? And I tend to be creative today. I tend to be massively creative. And that's the thing, is throw your intentions out there and see what can happen. That's a big deal to me. And if there's anything that you're ever, wondering, just talk out loud. Just start talking out loud. And what's really cool is when you record it. Like, I've noticed another layer of truth come out for myself when I record it, is it gives you some accountability. It for sure gives you accountability. And I know recording, oh my gosh, don't talk into a microphone, it's so scary. Who cares? Like, who really cares? At the end of the day, all you have is you, right? I mean, I have my wife and my children, and I love them more than life itself, but at the end of the day, you have your own voice. You have your own self. And that's one thing that I know more than, the sun is going to come up tomorrow, is I have me. I have God, and God has got me. So if you really throw it out there, if you really, really throw it, I'm not saying like record it and then post it on YouTube or Facebook like I do. I'm just saying, put it out there, start talking, and, this is why I call it talk therapy, because it is literally like therapy. It just helps your mental health so much. It helps your physical health, because what happens physically is your stress, right? The stress response goes way down because you can get nice and relaxed, and you can talk, and you can understand, and you can comprehend. And, I mean, there's just so much to it. So many benefits to talking out loud, evolving out loud. It's just awesome. It's just amazing. So you just got to keep going and keep understanding. And that's what I do, is I just keep going. There's, like last night I went to bed way earlier than usual, just because, you have to do that. Every now and again, you have to really, I don't usually need much sleep nowadays, because I've been doing a lot of meditating, but meditation is just one of those things where some people just aren't ready for it, right? You're like, oh my gosh, meditation. No, don't do that. Now are you a monk, or, you're into voodoo and stuff? No. It's not that. It's anybody who says that kind of stuff, is they just don't get it. They just don't understand what is happening with their life, and they're afraid, right? So any kind of fear that happens, they're just not ready to accept it, like fully accept it, fully be aware of it, and move on from there. And that's the big deal. And that's the biggest part about today's world, today's meditation. It's meditation in the workplace is becoming the next thing, right? You see it all over right now, which is really funny. Which is good though. Like, meditation in the workplace is a very good thing. I mean, if your workplace allows it, that means they see the value. Like, if you're well rested, if you are relaxed, if you're able to have fun, if you're able to be happy, you're going to produce more. And what does more production mean for any kind of workplace? It means more money, right? It means it increases your bottom line. It means that you definitely put your money back into your employees, and that's a big deal. That is a way bigger deal than anything else. So it's just crazy that anybody wouldn't have like a corporate wellness program. They wouldn't be willing to pay for, any kind of a program. But yeah, whatever. It's kind of how it works. Not everybody's there yet. Meditation or wellness or movement, like workout of the days or workouts of the day. I call them workout of the days, but my wife says that it's to say it. She's like, it's not said like that. It's said workouts of the day. Yeah, so that's kind of cool. Being corrected. That'll happen. Because my grammar's not great, and I'm okay with it. I talk how I talk because that's just me, but I also know that I try. Whoa, right? We're at 26 minutes, and there's my ego just kind of creeping back in. Isn't that nuts? It's straight up nuts. But I'm excited for me for today, and that's not selfish, right? The most successful people in the world love and know themselves more than anybody else in the world. But they also will give that love away as if it were their own. That's a big deal. That is a huge deal. And if you're not right there, all the time, and then what's really funny is the most successful people in the world, they live on that edge of loving themselves more than anybody in the world, but they can give it away just like it is their own. They live on that edge all the time. All the time they're on that edge. Giving stuff, taking stuff, loving stuff. It's just, right? It's awesome. What do you do? It's just so cool to know that when we get to that spot, that's all we do. All we do is give. And that is amazing. So this is just, like, I feel so relaxed right now. And it helps so much to just let it all out there. So today I will say, I'm excited for me, but I'm also excited for what's to come for you, only if you want it. Like, I'm not excited for you. I'm excited for me, for what you are allowing me to do. And really, I'm excited for me, but I'm grateful for you. That's what it is. I think that's the difference, is I'm excited. People say, well, I'm excited for you because that sounds so, cool and so thoughtful and so nice. But no, that sounds so sales pitchy. No, thank you. So how about this? I will say, I'm excited for me and I'm grateful for you because you're allowing me to help. And that feels way better to me than saying I'm excited for you. Nobody's excited for you. Why would they say that? That just brings me right back to that feeling of, like, what a slimy term. What a slimy way to talk to somebody. Like, yuck, no thank you. So that makes me feel really good. So now I'm nice and relaxed. It's pretty freaking cool. So hop on to my newsletter. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? You open a few of my emails and you find some truth within yourself. Holy moly, right? Holy moly. JedKobernitz.com/mentorship. And just so you know, I won't be excited when you sign up and you put your name and email in, and then you start receiving emails from me. But I will be, and yes, I will be very grateful that you're allowing me to interrupt your patterns. So as always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe. Right? Stay safe out there. Stay blessed. Bye for now.